Hi guys! Today I want to talk about a very important topic. So I want to talk about you being the missing link to the life that you want and you potentially getting in the way of your dream life. I know for a fact that what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it might piss a lot of people off, while I will be looking at it from a more psychological point of view, like this pop psychology and self-development point of view. I will also touch upon a lot of spiritual concepts. So I know not everyone is into spirituality, or some people who are into spirituality might not be in the same type of spirituality I'm going to talk about. That I know for a fact there are people who have a more logical approach even to their spiritual practice. And I will be also touching upon some things that are maybe not so mainstream in the spiritual community. So again, from that side, I will probably piss off even more people, but we'll have to make do with that. It is what it is. And yeah, what I mean by saying that you might be getting in your own way is a very simple thing that I see quite often in the spiritual and self-development community, but also overall in the world. But I guess it's just more painful when you see it in the self-development community. And it is this attitude that mindset work or manifesting is enough and you don't need to take any action in addition to the self-concept work, to manifesting, in addition to listening to affirmations. You can just sit on your ass, relax, and all of your desires will come true magically. All of the stuff that you want will be delivered right to your front door. And things don't really work like that. You cannot just manifest things into existence without doing the work. You cannot sit on your ass, listen to affirmations, listen to subliminals, and expect things to work out miraculously. You have to do the work. So where I'm coming from is I see quite often that people who enter the spiritual and self-development community, and I know that these two are not actually the same community, but they have this very big overlap. And the topic I'm talking about, I feel applies to both, so that's why I'm talking about it as a homogeneous, thank you, homogeneous group. I know it is not. But anyway, people who enter the spiritual and self-development community are usually the ones who really need to work on their beliefs, who really need to learn how to love themselves, who really need to learn how to accept themselves and the reality around them. So there's usually a lot of this mindset shifting involved, especially in the very beginning. And then it's also very natural, especially if you haven't had this unconditional love in your life, that you immerse yourself in the topic and you sort of get absorbed by it completely. All you talk about is self-love. All you listen to is self-love affirmations or subliminals or podcasts or whatnot. All you talk about with your friends is spirituality or self-love, you name it. And it is very natural that when people encounter a concept as powerful as self-love, or when they taste the benefits of mindset work, and I know it is a very powerful exercise, and I have done it myself, and I've seen the benefits of this work myself, and I can definitely attest to its value. So it is very natural that once you see all that goodness that comes from this work and that comes from this certain mindset and the certain perspective, then you start hyperfixating on it, in a sense. I'm not trying to downplay mindset work. As I already said, I myself find it very important. All of these tools have worked for me previously, and I wouldn't be talking about the topic I'm talking right now had I not believed in all of these concepts and all of these tools. But I also think that mindset alone might not be enough. And then what happens is people who are very much immersed in this topic, they start shifting to another extreme where it is manifesting and nothing else, where I am in my soft girl era right now and the only thing I need to do is to channel the new version of me into the real world and nothing else, where they believe that just listening to subliminals is the only thing they need to get their dream life. And it is not enough because you still have to do the work. For example, you might be saying, oh, I'm manifesting my dream job right now, and great, but are you sending out job applications on a regular basis? Are you networking with other professionals in the same industry, maybe other high school or university graduates? Are you networking with people who have more experience than you and for whom you can learn? Or maybe you already send in job applications, but you haven't got the response that you were looking for yet. So are you working on your LinkedIn brand, for example? Are you contacting recruiters prior to sending your job application? There are many things that go into this whole idea of attracting your desired reality. Manifesting alone won't cut it. Sometimes even a predetermined set of actions won't cut it, and you really have to put an effort and show the universe that you're ready to take all the blessings that are prepared for you. The way it usually happens is, so you will be manifesting your desire, or if manifestation is not up your alley, then you will be doing mindset work. These two are really just synonymous in my opinion. So you will be doing your mindset work, you will be working on your self-beliefs, because again, you cannot really get the opportunities that you want without being mentally, psychologically, spiritually prepared for them, right? Without the right mindset, without knowing your value, you will only attract mediocre things. You will actually attract the same things that triggered you in the past, so that you will be motivated, so to say, to work on your traumas, resolve them, and move on. But anyway, so you will be manifesting, or you will be doing mindset work, and then the universe sees it, and then it provides you with an opportunity. For example, you're manifesting your dream job, and then you see a job ad. And then it's up to you. Do you apply? Do you not apply? When you apply for that job, then you, again, signal to the universe or the greater force or whatever it is that you're ready. And in fact, you've been up-leveling for a while and you're getting closer to your desire. And then the closer you get to the desire, the less energy it takes for the universe to give it to you. But the bigger that gap is, the easier it is to push you away. So the more effort you put in this desired project of yours, on top of manifesting or mindset work or identity shifting, or however you want to call it, the more effort you put into this whole thing, the closer you get to your desired reality and the easier it is for you to get it. And one comment here is that it is actually not the same as hustling or grinding, because first of all, you're not expected to sacrifice yourself to achieve your goals, to get the life that you want. You can do it at a very adequate pace, so to say. You can achieve your goals at an adequate pace without sacrificing your sleep, your energy, the time you spend with your loved ones, and so on and so forth. And second, grinding alone also won't cut it, because without the mindset, it is not possible to get the result that you want. Mindset really is the foundation of everything. And you know, you've seen it many times. It's even a meme nowadays that women with self-esteem issues, with women who do not have self-worth, they get attracted to guys who will 100% treat them poorly. And this is a prime example as to why, you know, hustling or grinding, I mean, I know it is a relationship, so the concept of grinding doesn't really work here, but why the idea of just, you know, chasing something that you want might not work for you, because what you might be chasing after might not align with who you truly are and where your life is supposed to go, your life path. Or even if we take more conventional definitions of success, even if you are rich and you've been grinding and hustling all your life and you have, in fact, accumulated a lot of monetary wealth, unless you feel rich, it doesn't matter how much stuff you have, because you will still feel not enough, and you will still feel fearful, potentially, of the future. You will still feel that all of it might evaporate tomorrow, and you will still feel not secure, and you will still feel, well, you know, all of that jazz. So mindset work really is the prerequisite for an abundant life. At the same time, mindset and action should go hand in hand. Your mindset pretty much shows the the universe, the entire world, your immediate environment, that you're ready for a new life. You're ready to level up your game. But it is your action that shows your alignment. It is your action that displays to all these people that you are in tune with your own values. You might be thinking, I want these dream relationships, but are you putting yourself out there? Are you going out on dates? And when you are on the date, are you listening actively to your counterpart? Are you trying to have a meaningful conversation with them and trying to actually get what they're talking about? Or when you are in a relationship, are you trying to speak your partner's love language? Are you working on meeting their needs? Or are you only focused on them meeting your needs and them speaking your love language? Because, well, it is important and you should be focused on this, absolutely. But if you want to have, well, in this case, these dream relationships, you have to put in effort. You have to show not only that you trust and you expect things, but you also have to do something, right? You have to show your partner that, hey, I speak the same language as you, and show them love and care in their preferred way. Or when you're still single, you also have to, take this extra effort and meet people and actually try and spend some quality time with them before you decide, nah, it's not tall enough, I'm not gonna see him anymore. I'm exaggerating here, of course, but I think you got the point. And it all goes back to the idea of taking responsibility for our life, or in broader terms, the idea of reparenting ourselves. When we're talking about reparenting, we usually tend to focus on only one side of this whole equation. We tend to focus on giving ourselves unconditional love, support, acceptance, all of which are super important. But there is another side to this puzzle, and it is also giving ourselves the gift of discipline, I guess, or in other words, the gift of responsibility, accountability, of learning to take responsibility for our own lives. Taking responsibility is not the same as taking a blame, right? When I say that you might be getting in your own way, I do not mean that, oh, you're doing something wrong, or it is your fault that you don't have a dream job, or it is your fault that you don't have your dream relationship or whatever, or enough money. No, it's not about blaming anyone or anything. It is about taking this perspective that, okay, this is my situation right now. What can I do about it? How can I improve my life situation with what I've got at the moment? And how can I be grateful at the same time for everything that I've got, and even being able to improve my situation? Otherwise, unless you are proactively working on your own accountability, what usually happens is that you start treating the universe or this greater force as basically your parent, and you start expecting things from them. You start expecting this new shiny thing that you were promised, and you start feeling like you're entitled to something and that the world owes you, which is not the case. And it is not to say that you don't deserve great things in life, you don't deserve, I don't know, love, wealth, or whatever it is that you might be after. You deserve all of it, but you also have to work for it. And this is why it is so important to learn how to take responsibility for your own life. Not only it is a part of this whole healing and reparenting journey, which it is, as we already talked about, and you will have to learn how to take accountability in addition to learning about self-love and working on limiting beliefs and whatnot, but working on your own accountability is also the thing that will get you closer to your dream life, if not provide you with your dream life. And with that, I'm gonna finish this video. Let me know if you liked it, if it resonated with you, and as always, I wish you a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.